Hey, listen, y'all. We're getting ready to close this word out today, man. We've been dealing with y'all with this coronavirus. Uh, like I said, when we open up the word, for those who haven't seen the first two videos, the first thing we brought out was the coronavirus being the dance partner for the mark of the beast being spoken in Revelations 13 and 16. If I said Revelations 3 and 16, I meant Revelations 13, 16. Then we talked about how the people are worshiping and fearing the false god known as the coronavirus. And in this last word, man, this is personal. This is spiritually and it's personal because this is one thing y'all must understand, man, that what me and my bro go through. In this video, we're gonna give y'all access, free access, spiritual access to what me and this guy go through since we picked this book up. And we're gonna name this word throughout our biblical journey. We have become men of sorrow and acquainted with grief. And Yahushua experienced this, and we also have experienced this. Bro, what is said in Isaiah 53 and 3?
It's like, yeah,
take your time. Because see, what y'all don't see off camera, man, me and my bro, man, we really live a life of sorrow, and we are acquainted with grief, man. And it was foretold about Yahushua living like this, and we're gonna give y'all some examples so y'all understand we live like this as well. Again, we're gonna name this word throughout our biblical journey. We have become men of sorrow and acquainted with grief.
God. Isaiah chapter 53 verse 3.
God.
He is despised and rejected of men, a man of sorrows and acquainted with grief. And we hid as it were our faces from him. He was despised and was esteemed him not.
The first thing my bro brought out was that I want us to touch on that relates to me and him. In that Isaiah 53 and 3, it says, a man of sorrows, a man of pain, a man of anguish, a man of suffering from afflictions mentally and physically. Okay, we are currently, as y'all looking at, we are currently men of sorrows. Especially this brother. This brother, man, his pain and anguish and suffering from the afflictions mentally and physically is man, it's at an all-time high. And for him, a lot of his pain, anguish, and suffering is having compassion for those who have fallen in the dark, and at the same time, the people he got compassion for, they joking and clowning around, laughing like it's sweet, and we want to literally choke these niggas. You see my man's hand? That's what happens, man, when you a man of sorrow.
Yeah.
I mean, my man, bro, it's pain. We dealing with pain, anguish. We suffering physically and mentally.
I'm suffering so mentally right now because my brain rewiring again. I'm on another level. It's starting to rewire again. The fear is ramping up.
And you know what's really making us sorrowful? For y'all don't know, this shit is fucking serious, and y'all out here laughing and joking and shucking and jiving, dog, having a good laugh. And me and this dude, dog, ain't shit funny right now.
All Jake wants is a haircut, go home, get in the shower, clean himself up, throw his nice clothes on, spray his cologne on, and then go kick it. Either with his woman or just run around like some fool with his head cut
Don't
on.
forget his beam. You want his beam?
Oh yeah,
nice
he want to put his little beam on, to get the extra lining crispy. But really, it's just makeup. Like Esau done got Jake wearing makeup, man.
Check this out.
And it's not considered a problem.
Yeah. Now think about this, bro. The other thing the scripture says. Now hold on, before we even talk about the other half, man of sorrows, right? Guess what else is part of our sorrow, bro?
What?
Dog, we are out here in a spiritual jungle. And you got niggas out here think it's a game, man. It's like, dog, it's like, dog, we have compassion for those that's in the dark, man. We have compassion for those that have fallen. the Lord have given us a little bit of light. And we have so much compassion, dog, that it's painful for us that we can't even give you this light and explain it to you. My bro had a conversation with his whiz, man. And you know what was the most painful thing? She couldn't even understand him.
No.
And it wasn't even her fault.
No.
You know how painful that is when you got one of the few people you can trust, and you say, hey, babe, this is what I seen today. This is what I'm dealing with. And they can't even perceive it.
As much as I talk to my wife about the spirit, and then because she never would say nothing, she would just be agreeing. And I explained something to her like super elementary, and she said, I'm gonna be honest, I don't understand nothing you be saying, but I'm willing to follow you wherever you want to go.
See?
And I'm like, huh? Oh, wow. I thought that you was understanding some of this stuff I was saying.
Right.
That changes everything, but it don't change nothing.
See?
But I'm like, oh, wow, shit. I thought, so, okay, I can't talk to her like that.
Right. And see, that's what even make it painful, because it's like, this thing that we have access to in here, dog, this is very valuable. A small few people are privy to how to decode this. We have been fortunate to be able to decode just a little bit.
It's almost like the brethren's supposed to be there to keep each other sane. It's almost like it's almost like the more brethren it is, almost like it could go either way. But I noticed that if I say, for instance, we were still in a large camp, we probably wouldn't be bugging as hard, because it's more spirits to fight with you.
Yeah, you got more ammunition.
Right. That's why the Lord wanted you to be at least 2 deep, I guess.
Right. Yeah, because a person's by himself. Like, look what happened to Baltimore.
Right.
Larry.
Yep.
Little storm came, and he just like...
Because when you fall down, if ain't nobody there to understand what you're going through to pick you back up and help you keep walking, you know how in the Esau war movies, dude to get shot, bow, and y'all finna die, but nope, his brother, one of his soldiers, you come on, soldier, nobody stays on the battlefield.
Right, and that's what keep you going. He made it.
Yep.
So look, man, we're gonna get ready to close up, but the second part of that in Isaiah 53, see, man of sorrow. See, this is the access me and my bro have. See, y'all get to see us come together every Saturday. But me and him come together damn near every morning.
Yep. Because something crazy be done happen.
Right. And guess what? We're able to translate the information to each other without even having to ask him, do we understand, or do we it's unspoken. I already know what he's dealing with soon when he start talking about it, or vice versa, right? We are men of sorrow, and then it says, and we are acquainted with grief. Guess what type of grief we are acquainted with? Sadness, sickness, suffering from evils, anxiety, calamity. My man said that something is happening with him where he's turned to a mean piece of shit.
That's what that
he's spiritually grieving. He's acquainted with grieving right now.
Niggas is still on full blast nigga shit around me. And I'm talking about full blast nigga shit. Like, ain't thinking about changing, ain't trying to change, want you to be a nigga if you ain't a nigga, you a joke, mad at the world ass niggas.
Yeah.
These dudes gone.
Gone.
Like, gone. And they want everybody to be miserable with them. Why? Because they ain't got the spirit. They're bugging out. We know what bugging out means. These niggas is bugging out. Bro,
they ain't even bugging. They Bugs Bunny out.
Yep. They out of here.
Now look, again, we are acquainted with grief. I'm gonna give y'all a little example of the suffering from evils and anxiety and calamity that we are dealing with, right? Now, we've been in this thing 7 years. My bro been in total. I've been in approaching 7. He's approaching 9 years in this thing, right? And the one thing me and my bro, we just realized that dawned on us this year, more than any other time, we have finally something has dawned on us that we didn't even realize. And guess what that is, bro? During our biblical journey, up until this point, we just realized something, dog, that we getting our ass whooped with this. Mentally and physically. This right here
This book will mess your head up.
beating
Man.
our ass. I'm talking about beating our ass.
It'll mess your head up.
And then in return, guess what we doing?
It's fixing your head, but you
Yeah.
really feel like it's messing your head up.
The Bible whooping our ass so much, we turning around trying to find an outlet to whoop somebody's ass back with this. My man's got a couple people right now that, hey, if he could whoop their ass, let's just call it what it is. If he could strangle their ass, well, he has strangled them with this.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? These niggas just will not die.
They won't die.
They won't
He
die.
do some strong ass demons, boy. The spirit don't. They unfazed by it.
Man, listen, see, this is what y'all don't understand, right?
Well, it appears that they unfazed by it.
Right.
Excuse me. Let me clean that up.
Come on.
It appears to me that they unfazed by it, but the fact that they keep attacking mean that they ain't.
Listen to this, man. We are men of sorrows and acquainted with grief. Now check this out. I'm gonna use my bro as an example, right? This is part of his sorrow that I know from talking to him and through counsel every day. Do you know that when we bring these words to y'all don't know at night how hard it is for us to sleep. Y'all don't know how hard it is all day, every day we watching our back. Because we got people spying on us.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we got people that spying on us.
Hey, dude, spying so hard, they gotta be getting paid.
Yeah.
They gotta be getting paid. I mean, they obsessive, but they gotta be getting paid.
Man, I'm talking about, bro. If I could tell you the level of sorrow that my man's is dealing with, y'all would think it's a movie.
They gotta be getting paid for that. Nobody can apply that kind of surveillance to some useless motherfucker unless somebody paying them for it.
Right, but see, look, you might look at yourself as useless, but the type of moves that's being made to increase your sorrow and grief, dog, you somebody to somebody.
Somebody, I'm like, dude.
Yeah.
Like, damn, like,
yeah.
Dog, like, I've never seen that much effort put into nothing.
Yeah, yeah, man.
And you know it's nothing.
Right.
But it's just like fun to you now, or you getting. It's like they getting paid for it.
Right, because dog, y'all don't understand, man. When me and my bro laugh and joke, it's just really temporary. But we serious about this,
bro.
Man.
This the honest truth. It feels like I'm gonna tell him, cause E watching.
Yeah,
I could be wrong.
Tell him who he is, bro.
Oh, Elvis Presley. You know, the motherfucker who dead and left behind his jumbo jet and his mansion.
God.
Right? This is what it feels like.
Cause you talking to your boy now so they can see you.
Narcissistic profiling, right? There's some ABC 1, 2, 3 things to narcissistic program.
God.
You got hoovering, gaslighting, and fly monkeying. All three of those things are being composed to a science when you look at the ABC 1, 2, 3 of the narcissistic profile.
Hold on 1 second, bro. Cause see, you gotta slow it down, man. You just hey, look. You know what this mean, right?
Yeah.
You went over their head. Slow it down. Break them three.
Tell what it means?
Yeah.
Okay. You got 3 things that they do. They gang stalk you, which is basically fly monkeying.
Con.
Then they hoover you, right? And then they
fly monkey.
It's fly monkey, hoovering. I always forget one. Fly monkey, hoovering, and gaslighting. Okay.
What the gaslighting is?
Gaslighting is they just anything you say, they got an answer for it, but it's a dull answer just to disagree with you.
God.
You know what I'm saying? It don't have to mean nothing. You could say, yeah, man, my back hurting. I'm gonna go upstairs and lay down and see if I can stretch it. I heard you wasn't supposed to stretch it when your back hurt.
See, that's an example of gaslighting.
That's gaslighting. Or you go outside and you be like, yeah, I'm gonna wash my car. And you be like, dude, if I was you, I'd wait till tomorrow. It's real vague, but it's always in a disagreement. But then they hoover too. When they feel like they might need to get close to you for something, they watch everything about you and they know what you like. So they'll come in like, yeah, man, I was just doing this. So if they know you humble, they'll come in and tell you a story of them being humble. You know what I'm saying? If they know, you. Yeah, they'll mirror your behavior just to get you to lower their guard so you can get, because they can gaslight you. So you'll be like, yeah, man, so how you doing? You be like, man, chilling. How you doing? Chilling. Dang, dog, you just gonna leave it right there? And you like, leave what right there? That. And they'll just pinpoint anything. And just to get your attention on it. You be like, oh, I guess so. He's like, yeah, dog, I'll be stacking mine over there. Anything to be in opposition. Then you have fly monkeying. That's a group of people who all know each other and y'all all be around each other, but they team up and they compare notes and it's always about you. They don't do it. They don't even do it to each other. Is, hey, you was over there today? Yeah, he had on some new shoes. Oh, for real? Man, that nigga crazy. That nigga ain't cut his hair. Or like that.
He's not making this up. He's literally living through this right now. I'm not making this is true. This is why we say man of sorrow, acquainted with grief, and that what he's talking about. Go ahead, bro. Keep giving it to him, man.
Yep. So what I do is I set these traps, but I set the traps at the end of the maze because you have to come in the maze looking, trying to get through the maze. But once you get to the back of the maze, because you're trying to get through a maze, bam, you step in the trap, but it's at the back of the maze. Had it been outside the front door of the maze, you have an excuse. But you've been all the way through the maze and you stepped in the trap at the last part of the maze. That means you following me. You see that?
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, when I learned, it seems like somebody gave them a crash course. Like, look, this is what we do to people around the city that we want to put the FBI on to watch because they Black Hebrew Israelites. That's what they call us, Black Hebrew Israelites. So it only would make sense they would put somebody that would come in contact with them for something to say, hey, don't worry about that, but go do this. Go do this, and if you could trip him up, catch him up in some, set him up in some, however you could do it, or even if he's not going to do nothing, just be there and do this to him. Y'all do this to him. Just do that. And they might not even know why, because it don't matter, because they getting paid to do it. So when it stopped working, they start panicking and they just keep doing the same 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. It's like, dude, they must not know. A man of the Lord is going to download something to counter that. So the Spirit was on me to learn that. So now I'm seeing now, like, am I tripping? It's the same thing. It's levels to it. I learn more than they know, it seemed like. Because the government must have told, if this happened, the government told them, look, this all you need to do. This don't work. Trust me. But it was working for a long ass time. But then I start really focusing on it. And that's how I popped it. And I start catching them in the mazes at the back, catching them in them traps at the back of the maze. They don't care how many times they get caught in it. They just say, act like they didn't get caught in it, but we all know they did.
You just caught them recently. So now they're in council now trying to figure out how to counter that.
Yep. So here's what I'm saying. This is actually happening, I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. But the reasoning, I'm thinking government, or the alternative is Satan is on that now.
Right.
To where he just programming a group of motherfuckers
to do that.
To do that?
Right.
That means it's finna get ugly.
Right.
You programming a group of people to do nothing, but just bother somebody.
Right. Right. And
to get nothing out of it.
Right.
Just bother him.
Right.
All of us just bother him.
Distract.
Yeah. It's like, dang.
At all costs.
Right. Distract him at all costs. Just distract him. It's like, damn.
Yeah, it's a wrap. If that's where it's at, bro.
Anything you do, they ignore it. You can tell them, hey, dude, I moved to Timbuktu. And you can actually move there, and they'll call you and be like, hey, what you doing?
Right.
I moved a $10 fuck truck.
Where your
Oh
citizenship
man,
at?
where at, dog? Where that's at? Hey, dog, show me how you get there. Man, I ain't know that. You ain't even tell me that. Oh, wait, I thought I was gonna get a haircut. What's up, bro? I don't live there no more. So when you coming back?
We not making this up, y'all.
When you coming back? Dog, I moved. I'm not coming back. Dog, come on, man. Ain't nobody else. Come on, bro. When you come back? All right, dog. And then now they circling around. They sending fake friendship requests.
Yeah.
I'm talking about dog going in trying to see if you really moved.
Yeah.
But I'm not. That's not what happened. I'm saying this is what is going on.
This is an
And you like,
example.
damn. Like, no, they can't be doing that.
They own that.
They own that.
Yeah.
And you like, why?
Right. And see, that's what makes it sorrowful, and that what makes us grieve in this spiritual walk, because it's like, dog.
Hey, I don't know if this brother want to share what happened to him, but dude, it's some weird shit happening to us. But it's two totally different things, but they just as bad.
Yeah. You talking about what happened with my kids? Listen, man. Hey, my oldest daughter, she's 25. She moved to Phoenix earlier this year, her and my grandbaby. And my grandbaby's on spring break in Phoenix. So they flew in town Thursday. We all know what's been happening lately, the coronavirus, right? Now, as my daughter and grandbaby gets off the plane, right? They don't even get a chance to get their luggage yet, and you got the news people there interviewing people, interviewing travelers for the coronavirus. And just so happened, the first two people they interviewed is my daughter and grandbaby, and their faces and names is on the news talking about their experience and what they think of the coronavirus. And at the same time, their father is who he is. Out of all people 300 people that traveled that plane, and there was other planes that landed that day, an airport, dog, it's a plethora of people.
Bro.
Out of all these people, you spot out my daughter and granddaughter and say, hey, what you think about this coronavirus, man?
Bro, that's crazy. Now you hear what he's saying? Now look, we be sitting over here, we two nobodies. Dog, there's no way that nobody cares enough, the government care enough to do that to us. Right? Like, but then we know in the scriptures it ain't no coincidences. So what's really going on? Are we tripping?
Right.
Is Esau playing with our head?
Elvis, yeah.
Oh, Elvis Presley. That was messed up. It's Elvis.
Yeah.
We just learned
But
that term.
but we let y'all know who Elvis is,
Yeah,
though.
Elvis. That's Elvis. Elvis Presley. He's dead, and he's leaving behind his commercial beautiful jet and his mansion. You know who that is.
Now,
Read
brother,
Obadiah.
you said there is no such a thing as what? Coincidence.
Right. Right.
So since we know that, come on, man.
The government is, dog, listen.
Come on, man.
I don't know if Satan definitely is.
Look at what just happened to you yesterday.
Yeah.
And look what just happened to me the day before.
Come on, man.
Back to back?
Yeah, man. It's like, dog, is the government... I'm like, dude, man. Like, is the government, like, trying to make us go crazy? Because,
See?
dog, listen.
Yeah.
I be in traffic, dog, early in the morning. And I know when a car be following me. Dog, you can't take that many same turns.
Right.
Dog, I be rolling. It don't happen all the time, but it do be happening.
Right.
And I'm like, I'll be driving, and then I'll notice a car, and then I'll be like, oh, I'm in a raggedy ass car, early in the morning, six before it get early. Look like I'm going to work, right?
Yeah.
Then it'll be another car, and then it might have a little tint, but it's probably a nicer car than what I'm in. Then it'll see me, then it'll start hitting the brakes. Next thing you know, they behind you, then you turn, they turn. But they lag back a whole block. So you like, they ain't follow me, so I'm going to get to Hampton, I'm going to use my signal, I'm going to let them know I'm turning.
Right, just to see if they put their signal on
Right.
the turn.
So they won't, they'll kind of wait, and then you'll turn, then they'll come up, and you'll look, then they'll be turned.
Right.
Then this is how you try to throw them off. You hurry up and get over, and then hit your signal and turn.
Right.
And then they can't just do it like that.
Right,
That's why
right.
they always try to linger back a half
Yeah,
block so they have
yeah.
time to react.
Right.
So what
right.
you do is when you make your next corner, no, when you see them following you, once you get out of their sight, you smash on that motherfucker.
Out the gate.
And you be looking in the rear view. When they get to that corner, they gonna see that you got away. They don't know that you following them there.
Right.
So they gonna be
They
flying.
think you in the dark. Yeah.
They gonna be flying to try to catch up to you. That's how you gonna be able to tell.
Yep.
I'm telling you, dog, and that'll happen. And they'll follow you through a few turns. You'll be like, damn.
Yeah.
But then you be like, man, ain't nobody on that. You know? That's, or you just say, people some weirdos, they could be like, I'm finna fuck with dude early in the morning. How you gonna think somebody following? You never know in this wicked system what actually some people are weird like that. They'll do that just because you never know. Like, we out here, we have to question everything. We have to filter everything through the scriptures. And sometimes the shit's going so fast, the shit storm, we don't have time to filter everything.
And like we look, dude, what are we saying all that to say this, man? We are men of sorrow, acquainted with grief, and through our biblical journey, we have discovered this, man. Well, man, look, this is what we're trying to explain to y'all.
My God.
This is what we're trying to explain to y'all. See, my bro had to take his garment off because he was, demons.
Yep.
Okay, they like to call him during the time of church. Now, guess what? My brother is in a twist. For those who don't know what a twist is, he's in a catch-22. He still has bills to pay. This is how this man keeps these lights on. This is how this man keeps the oil and heat in his house. He cuts hair.
Hey, you all ever seen Barbershop? What did Cube say? He said, son, I'm finna go deal with people, black people. And the nicer they dress, the broker they are. And they hard to deal with. He said something, I'm paraphrasing when his son. Listen, let me tell you something about the haircutting business. It's not what you think it is. Most people who you cut their hair, they feel like they own you on a certain level.
Right.
It's psychological. I let you in my personal space. I don't like people in my personal space. It's you. You see what I'm saying? So you have to be aware of that. People ain't trying to let that go. You tell somebody you finna get a job, nigga, they look at you like,
Right.
And it's like, whoa, dog, like, but it's personal like that. But see, you got a lot of people with mental illness in the world today.
Yeah.
So that shit changes to some other shit.
Right.
You be like, damn, dog, like.
It's like that.
Like, dude, like, I don't want to cut hair no more. Like, what's wrong with you?
No, you gonna cut hair.
right.
My hair.
Right, it's like, dog. No, bro.
You didn't ask me if you can go do that.
Right, I'm like, dog.
And we ain't exaggerating. We got people that come at my man's like, who told you to go do that? Like,
you cut hair, that's what you gonna do, that's what you gonna die doing, nigga. Like, this is how they don't say that, but that's the spirit you know is in them.
Bruh, look, our church started at a particular hour, right? Every Saturday. Do you know it's people will show up at his house at the time church start, in the middle of church, and act like he's sitting here waiting on them.
See, let me tell you something about black people. Black people are not used to other black people being reliable. So when they find another black person that's reliable, they won't clown Esau when Esau reliable. They'll respect that. But when you reliable, Jake look at it like, do it whenever I tell him to.
Right.
That's how they take reliability. But when they run up on Esau, that's not how they treat Esau. They treat Esau like they got some sense.
Now look, speaking of this, he had a client supposed to be in here 36 minutes ago. Now my bro can say, hey, when we finish church, he can go upstairs and the wife can decide, hey, you know what, babe, let's go grab a bite.
That's what we gonna do.
Dude to pull up
and be like, dog,
an hour later,
I told you I was coming, and then to be mad. Dude, like, dog, you was 45 minutes late with no phone call.
See that?
Then get in the car, slam the door, be mad.
See that?
That's how niggas man.
We're not making this up. This actually happens to
dog. Listen, 30 years of dealing with niggas, dog. Nope.
So hey, listen, man. My bro did his thing today, man.
Shutting down frame spans. Oh, wife just text me. shutting down Spain and France. It's a wrap.
Ooh.
Elvis, hey, I'm gonna do my Elvis impersonation.
Go ahead,
This
bro.
for y'all.
Do your thing, bro.
This for you. E-Man, this is you. Oh, I can't wait. I got the blue suede shoes. Oh, yeah. Johnny Bravo ass motherfucker. Johnny Bravo. Pick it. Is Elvis Presley or Johnny Bravo? You know who they is. They both leprous.
Con.
And they both in the book of Obadiah.
Con.
Call aloud, Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai. Thank you for your mercy and grace. Man, hopefully we here next year to do a lesson.
Con.
We not worried about the corona. We
No.
worried about a shutdown.
Con.
But if they shut us down, the internet's still on, we gonna figure out to FaceTime it.
Con.
You through, E.
Yeah, dog. Ebonic Sleazy, a.k.a.
Ebonic Sleazy.
Elvis Presley,
Look.
a.k.a. E-Dog.
Before we leave, the
God.
language that you talked all that shit about us, about how our English broken,
God.
about how we can't speak proper English.
God.
And now you trying to shut us off the internet, your dumb ass is backfiring because no matter what you think you gonna do, you have to shut the whole YouTube down because we know how to talk to each other in code.
Con.
We know what we talk about. All we gotta do is make a point reference. You'll never catch on. So you might as well cut off everything now.
Con.
You're not finna learn our language. You might as well forget about it.
Already.
Because we change it anytime we want and we understand each other just off of saying the word. A certain way, he know what I mean.
Already.
If I say to him, she's a yah, he know exactly what I mean. I just made that up off the top of my head. What that mean, huh?
Hey, you already know this. We don't need to floss on them. Hey,
You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I say she's a yeah, he like, oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
That means something.
She's knocked out. Yeah.
Right.
She's burnt.
You feel what I'm saying? We just can throw it out there.
Yeah.
Just how we say it, we know.
Yeah.
So we talk about the name, y'all pulling the video. Man, Elvis, listen. Take down the Elvis video. Elvis is dead.
God.
He did leave behind his jet and his mansion.
God.
Same thing you finna do.
Right.
Die and leave behind your jet and your mansion. I ain't had no jet and no mansion. I sure wanted one. Thanks though. I'm gonna have fun with that.
God, man. And, hey, if y'all ain't here, look, what my bro just told y'all in a nutshell, he just put his foot all the way in Elvis' ass just right now, dog. And hey, I'm gonna close it out for us, cause listen, man, the gig is up. Elvis, you know what they say? Elvis has left the building.
Elvis has left the building.
God. Hey, we give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai, man. And I hope you sincere brothers and sisters was edified by this word, man. Shalom.